Maybe I should just pack my bags now. This was high-functioning depression as a mom of 9. What it looked like, what it felt like, and how I finally broke free. People used to applaud my strength. They saw a mom raising 9 beautiful children, running a business, creating art, and sharing light. But they didn't see the battle behind the scenes. They didn't see me collapsing into silence after pouring into everyone else. They didn't see the tears cried in the car or the weight I carried in my chest, like a second heartbeat. High-functioning depression didn't stop me from showing up. It just kept me from showing up for myself. I made breakfast, packed lunches, led classes, encouraged others, and smiled for photos while inside I felt invisible. I was exhausted, not from motherhood, but from the pressure to be okay. I lived in a body that kept moving while my soul begged to slow down. And I believed that if I was still producing, still providing, still parenting, I couldn't be that bad off. But I was wrong. Survival isn't strength. Numbing isn't healing. Silence isn't peace. I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't even know what to ask for. I thought rest was for when everything was done. And with 9 kids, it was never done. I didn't want to disappoint anyone, especially my children. So I buried my needs beneath their schedules, their emotions, their dreams. But eventually, I broke. I was doing everything right and still felt hollow. I was surrounded by love and still felt lonely. That's when I knew something had to change or I was going to lose me forever. So I stopped. I surrendered and I finally let the truth in. I gave myself permission to be human. I let the house be messy. I let the no be enough. I let the mask fall off. I started speaking the things I had kept buried for years. I rested without guilt. I asked for help. I cried in front of my children and told them, even moms have hard days. That was the beginning of my healing. Not the end of the chaos, but the beginning of clarity. Not the end of motherhood's weight, but the birth of boundaries and breath. Not the end of depression, but the end of pretending. Today, I'm not just surviving, I'm creating, I'm resting, I'm thriving, and I'm healed. I've learned to build rhythms that nourish my spirit, not just my schedule. I teach my children emotional safety because I now give it to myself. I'm not afraid to be seen, not the curated version, but the whole version, the messy, magical, healed. So if you're a mom, silently carrying the world while feeling like you're losing yourself beneath it, I see you. I was you. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are not broken for needing help. And you are definitely not alone. You deserve a life that gives back to you. You deserve to heal. You deserve to be held, even by your own hands. And you can begin today.